So since I've been talking a lot about Assassin Creed Ragnarok on the channel recently, I thought why not change it up a bit and talk about some of my general opinions on the franchise as a whole, more particular some unpopular ones since that seems a bit more interesting. Anyway, let's get into this. So the first unpopular opinion on this list is that I really enjoy collectibles. I know a lot of people say that these are mindless and unrewarding, and a fair few are admittedly, but I really enjoy these. I'm the type of person who loves to get immersed into a game's story, characters and soundtrack, and I will do that, but at times it's just fun to go around getting collectibles. It gives you a chance to just relax and not have to really be paying attention to much else, or just listen to a podcast or YouTube video, and I just really enjoy them. I find that it really encourages you to explore every corner of a game's world. There's definitely places you wouldn't go in a lot of these games were it not for these collectibles, and it never felt repetitive because I'd just be exploring new places. Even if I'm after the most bland of collectibles like memory fragments or arcades, I still enjoy myself, as long as I enjoy the game's world that is, and it's also not a substitute for other more expansive side content. Though the next unpopular opinion on this list is that co-op should make a return. I'm all for the games being streamlined and narrative focused, but that doesn't mean we can't still have co-op separate from the story. The only other full-on co-op we've had that wasn't hooked to matchmaking modes was in Unity, and I really loved it there. Not only was it fun to just go about Paris, but the heists and missions were actually great. These missions were made even better when they encouraged cooperation and timing. Now there's not really much to say about the co-op besides that. It was just a very novel thing to be able to play an Assassin's Creed game with a friend, do combat, do stealth, all these side missions, and in all it was something that I really enjoyed and I wouldn't be against seeing again. Alright, now this next one is a bit of a weird one, and that's that Assassin's Creed 4 was a good Assassin's Creed game. While the game is pretty much unanimously adored in the fanbase, it's not usually for its traditional Assassin's Creed qualities. You'll often hear people say it's a great game or a great pirate game, but a bad Assassin's Creed game. But I'd argue it's a great game and a pretty good Assassin's Creed game too. It gave us a look in on the Creed that we hadn't really seen before, from someone who isn't near as morally good as the protagonists who came before him, which made for a redemption that made his character's induction into the Assassins even more satisfying. We also get to see the Assassins and the Templars a bit from inside the view of the protagonist, which was new at the time. On top of this, a lot of the key themes of the series are present. Justice, purpose, and of course, tailing missions. Maybe if the game wasn't as focused on the pirate elements, it'd be more accepted as a true Assassin's Creed title. But in my eyes, the game nails both. On the topic of tailing missions, I'll admit, I don't think they're inherently bad. Sure, we've had bad ones, but there's been some great ones too, like the memories Birds of a Feather and Friends Like These in Assassin's Creed 2. It's a good way to let the antagonist just rattle off exposition without an over-the-top, unrealistic monologue, and it's more engaging than just regular dialogue, as you have to find ways to follow the targets without being seen. While these have often been overused, I feel like having 2, 3, or even 4 in a game is alright so long as they're spread out and engaging, and I feel more people would feel the same way were it not for Assassin's Creed 4 completely overdoing these. Now the most scorching, boiling hot take that I have on Assassin's Creed is that I think Assassin's Creed Unity is good. In fact, I love it just a bit. I know the glitches were bad and still are quite bad, but there are far too many good things in this game for me to not like it. As I mentioned earlier, the co-op was great and I put so many hours into it. So much so that it's one of the games I've logged the most hours into on my Xbox One. And I'll be honest, it's not just for co-op, but just replaying the main story and enjoying the game. The combat is near perfect, as the right blend of looking good, feeling good, and giving you something of a challenge, as well as there being just a lot of weapon variety. Paris is pretty good and looks great. The world feels dense and immersive with dynamic crowds and random events, which admittedly do get a bit repetitive. The parkour is perhaps the best it's been in the series, feeling high energy and responsive. The side content is good with murder mysteries and the cafe theatre. But perhaps my favourite thing about Unity that nobody seems to mention is the presentation of the Assassin Order. The Assassin Order in this game was so interesting to me, and one of the main reasons I replayed this game as much as I did. They were so different to every version of the Brotherhood we'd seen before, but still channeled some of the traits the Brotherhood had in the very first game. They were very highly organised and disciplined, but also very secretive and kind of mystic, which made me always want to know more about them. Anyway though, I'm getting a bit carried away on Unity. I'll probably review it fully one day, but yeah, I like Assassin's Creed Unity. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. That's been it for today's video. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like. Anyway though, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time.
you.